Management Lessons from the Flight Deck. Captain Jane Trembath is a retired senior airline captain and award-winning conservationist. During Jane's 38-year flying career, she blazed a trail for women airline pilots in South Africa and was one of SAA's first women pilots. She retired in 2020 when SAA paused flying.
Attention, this is the captain speaking. Yeah, I'm speaking. When I came on the stage, that's when people say, enjoy your trip. Speaking, because the number one lesson, management technique in the flight deck, is powerful communication. As a woman leader in a man's world, I had to learn how to express myself so that I was taken seriously and that people listened to me. Because it didn't always start off so well. When I was breaking new ground, then you kick up a few rocks, and one of the rocks I kicked over was a captain on a 747-400. He announced to a whole jumbo load of passengers. He said, "The co-pilot is Jane Trembath, but don't worry, I won't let her touch anything." So I thought to myself, when I become a captain, then people will take me seriously because of my rank, because that's how they treat the men. And I thought, I'll be nice, like I'm expected to be as a woman, not like these grumpy old guys. And I will be a wise and gracious captain. Yeah. And so I was. Yeah. For about the first 3 weeks. Then, because I was so nice, I was communicating like a woman, but I would find I had a co-pilot who, he told me to my face, he felt I should go back to my empty kitchen. And then another day, when I had passengers who were rioting on board, then nothing that I could say on the public address would make them quieten down. So I felt absolutely powerless. And then, to make matters worse, my co-pilot, who was a younger male, humiliated me by saying, "Let me try." So for what it's worth, they didn't listen to him either, and they just carried on rioting. But it made me realize that things had to change. I couldn't communicate like a woman. So I thought, well, I've got to be like a man, because these guys, they can be stern and they get away with it. People do what they say. Well, fine. I'm going to be a lot more strict, and I was. I gave instructions. And if people backchatted me, then I took them to task. Yeah. But did that work? Well, no, it didn't. Because they would do what I wanted them to do, what I told them to do, but it wasn't willing. So I wasn't being a true leader. Communicating like a woman or like a man was not true leadership. And I had to find the way to express myself, just to say what I needed to say and wanted to say, because you have to find your voice, but to say it in a different way. So, luckily, it's a skill that we can learn. For those of us, it doesn't come to us naturally. And there are many techniques. One technique that I learned, I'm going to share with you today as a takeaway. That when you want to change behavior, then you have to address the behavior, not the person. Because now I'm going to be communicating not as a woman or as a man, but just as myself, Jane Trembath, and I will address the behavior, because a person cannot change who they are, but they can change what they do. One day, a ground engineer, he said to me, "Hey, Captain," he said, "enjoy your flight, but don't drive like a woman." Wow. I turned around and I said to him, that wasn't very polite. And I'd hit upon the right technique, because he was all apologetic and he backpedaled, but we still parted friends. Because if I'd said to him, "You are not very polite," it would have led to bad feelings. So here was one of the major keys, and that if you want to change behavior, address the behavior. So it's something that I've learned now. Then it enabled me to take my career to new heights, and I had many pioneering women, all-female flights, which was great, I think, for feeling empowered for the whole airline, the country. And I've taken it forward into my personal life, into my relationships, and then also in leading my nature conservancy, Korsman Conservancy. We've transformed a bird sanctuary in Benoni. So, ladies, with powerful communication, you can command your life like the captain of a 747. And with that, you're cleared for takeoff.